Breaking news: Yoruba leaders storm Ibadan, demands Oduduwa'S republic now. Hello, my wonderful people. It's happening as we speak, ongoing in Ibadan. That's Oyo State, where we have Sheyi Makinde as the governor of that state. There is ongoing rally, and they've come to demand for Oduduwa'S republic. And they say, you know what, it's about time. We are tired of this. Where do we really stand? We need to take a decisive position and decision, and that time is now. We can no longer wait 1,000 years as we want it like yesterday. You know what? Yoruba youths were, however, out as well to campaign for the Yoruba Republic, and now leaders are also out demanding that it be given to them. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. Let's get all the details. Breaking news: Yoruba leaders storm Ibadan, demand Oduduwa'S republic. Thousands of youth, women, and leaders of Yoruba race are currently occupying some streets in Ibadan, demanding for Oduduwa'S republic as we speak. Daily Post correspondent who is monitoring the process and the whole thing going on reports that the protesters are currently at the front of Mokpe Hall in Ibadan, Oyo State, the capital. The protesters are led by a youth group, Omo Odu, clamoring for self-determination. The group is led by Professor Banji Akintoye, a former senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The protest, which was supported by large Yoruba sons and daughters, is now being bigger and better, is growing by the day. The protest, which is supposed to start around 9 a.m. on Saturday, could not start until 11 due to the heavy security presence at the entrance around the Mokbe Hall. Police officials already on ground. Protesters haven't seen heavy security presence later mobilized to front of the Mokbe to begin the protest. Some of those who spoke notably that Yoruba nation has suffered enough in Nigeria. One of the leaders, Kunle Adekoya, maintained that it was time for Yoruba race to have their own country. He said, Yorubas have suffered enough. We are not in support of 2023 presidential election. We are telling all politicians not to contest. They should not contest to waste their money. Public Relations Officer to the group, Mr. Maxwell Adeleye, who spoke to Daily Post, confirmed that the security agencies did not allow the protest to hold at Mokwe Hall as earlier scheduled. He said, dear colleagues, the police in Mokwe, Ibadan, said they are the venue to prevent hoodlums from hijacking the rally from Yoruba self-determination and not stopping us. That was what they said. But rather, we have also been prevented from going in and having our protests and having our discussion as we also wanted to do. Why they said they are trying to prevent hoodlums from hijacking the protest. They've also prevented us from carrying out a peaceful protest as we have scheduled. And this is what is happening currently now as we speak. Youths and leaders in Yoruba land are out there demanding that it's about time. We are tired of the status quo. We need a change, and that change is now. Enough of the hanking packing, enough of the talks. Let's get straight into action. You know, the thing is, you're taking this thing like a small thing, and gradually it's growing. It's gradually becoming bigger and better by the day. It started like a little spark of fire. That's why you don't ignore little things, okay? Even the Bible says we should not neglect the day of little beginning. It may look very small, like insignificant, like it does not matter. No, no, no. You don't go ahead and say it does not, it's so small, so you will not pay attention to it. No, you might be making a serious mistake. That little thing can go on to become a very big matter and a very big issue. So you don't just sweep it along and say, no, it does not matter. No, that's not very correct. You take it on, you run with it, and you put things in order so that that thing, if you want to end it there, you end it there. If you want to promote it, you fan it and you encourage it, and it becomes bigger and better. But one thing you cannot do to a little thing is ignore it. It may look dormant for a while, but guess what? After a while, it will sprout up. Like a seed. The seed starts so small. The seedling, it looks very weak and very fragile. But give it a time, give it some time. You will see that very seedling, that very weak, like something what cannot be, that has no potential, is just there. You will see that same thing becoming bigger and better. You see that same thing becoming stronger, a big tree that will need, a very serious machine to put it down in time to come, when eventually it wants to be used, maybe as a timber or something. So you don't neglect the day, this small thing that is starting being brewed up. And Nigerian government, I mean, it's just unimaginable that they don't pay attention to have a discussion, to have a word, and to say, okay, what's happening? Why this agitation? Should we continue? Should we have a referendum? Just like we saw in Great Britain, they have a referendum some time ago, and the consensus was for them to leave leave the EU. Finally, 2020, December 31st, they were out of the EU. It started with a referendum. Was it 2015 or 2016? And today is a full-blown actualization. That's how it is. You don't just neglect little matters and say, oh, it's so small, it's inconsequential, it does. No. You might be making a terrible, serious mistake. And this is what is happening right now. Nigerians are rising, especially brothers and sisters from the Southwest. They are rising up to say it's about time. We want this done now. And guess what? If they continue in this regard and the way the government is behaving, in no distance time, Oduduwa'S Republic will become a reality. Because, I mean, there are procedures to follow. It happened in South Sudan, where it was in 1997, or not so distant a time ago. It happened. So, I mean, why not? If they can prove beyond a reasonable doubt why this is a matter of urgency and why it must be attended to, I don't believe that anybody has the right to say they cannot have what is duly theirs. I don't think that's the right perspective. That would be oppression. If things, what is good for the goose is good for the gangers. And so it is important that everybody begin to take this very seriously, and sons and daughters of the soil get along with it. The momentum is going on. The word out is out there. It's stronger than ever before. More and more people are coming out to support. And then very soon, no distance time, we will get to know exactly what is going on. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. A very warm big thank you to you. God bless you. Have a good day. Bye for now.